Can you guys hear me now? Okay, wait, we should. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, wait, we should. Okay. Good. All right, we back. So, Future Gohan did just get a confirmation for Zenkai, so that's pretty cool. But low key, we're making this list before he will even come out, so we'll just have to wait to see how he affects the game. But what I was talking about is low key. You guys cannot see me, so I'm gonna go turn on my ring light so we can get some light, so you guys can actually see my face. Because right now I just look like a shadow. So hold on, I'll be right back. DBL community mad with this one. Sharky, the only one that's gonna be mad is you. Probably don't know the game as much as I do. Um, Okay, we'll do this. I think Bombku should probably be number 10. Spirit Bomb, LF, GT Goku. Low key, the only reason why I say that he's 10 and not like anywhere between the 7 to 10 slot or 7, 8, or 9 is just because of the fact that he does that. He can tank decently. He does very good ultimate damage. He has like really good main ability if you are managed to wait until you kill somebody and then you pop the main ability and you can get a lock in. I believe if there's only one enemy left, you can also remove Vanish on main ability, which is pretty cool. Um, but honestly, I think this guy isn't as good as what he was just because the GT team isn't the number one team in the game anymore. And so for that reason, I feel like he dropped down a little bit. So low key, that's really all it is. That's really all it is. So I think that GT Spirit Bomb Goku is 10, still usable. He's still pretty good. He just wasn't as good as what he is anymore because GT isn't the best team in the game no more. And then, and also, spoiler alert, this guy's the best tank in the game right now. Vegito, he kind of fell off just a little bit. So you're going to be in honorable mentions this time around. You're not going to be in top 10, in my opinion. Actually, I take that back. Actually, I think you could reverse these two. It's either or, they're interchangeable. Actually, I think Vegeto's top 10. But forget anything that I just said. Because there's a certain character on this list. Hold on, did I do my math wrong? Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Never mind. Now we're gonna put that down. Oh my god, what am I doing? It's fine. It's fine. This is the only character who isn't gonna be in top 10 anyway. This character is not as good So yeah, there's no way in hell that I would put Kefla above Vegito. So Vegito is going to be the only one on this list. Who, isn't going to be in top 10. I think this is the only honorable mentions character for me. Anyway, going into number 8 slot, I am actually low key. I'm going to do this. I think this character is insane. Man, he restores Vanish on gauge fill. He can do insane amounts of burst damage. But there's 2 characters on this list that does better burst damage than what this guy does. And element color is definitely a problem for him. For Gammas and Namek Goku, these 2 will this guy's a glass cannon, so like you got to be careful with him. If you make a mistake, you're gonna get 2 carded or 3 carded by Gammas, depending of how good their build is. It could be 3 or it could be 2. If this guy's like 2 times Zenkai buff, he won't die to that. But like just him by himself on a team and 1 time Zenkai buff, these Namek Goku and Gammas are gonna have a field day with him. So it's just unfortunate for that. For that matter alone. So I think that he's gonna stay at number 8. He could be interchangeable for like guys 10 through 7. Actually, sorry, 8, 7, and 9 are very interchangeable. I feel like everybody would agree with me on 10. Some people might not. But then we move into number 7, and that's gonna be Gammas. I think Gammas are number 7 in the game right now. Low key. And then actually wait. Yeah. Never mind. Hold on. And then this down, and then this down. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Forget what you just saw. 10 Spirit Bomb Goku, 9 SSJ3 Goku, 8 Gammas, 7 Cooler. Because top 6 for me is what I can really like. Top 6 is really what you guys would understand. Frieza 6, and then 5 Namek Goku. You put 5 Namek Goku. And then you put 4. Number 4 is Android 13. Number 3 is UV4. Number 2 is Merge Zamasu. And then number 1 is CMZ. That's my tier list. Now, I'm going to go through and explain this, but 7 through 10 is really just like a rough estimate. These guys are all interchangeable. Like all of these guys. So these 4 are all interchangeable. Cooler is actually no. You cannot interchange him. I think he's 7 and he's staying at 7. But Gamma's SSJ3 Goku and Spirit Bomb Goku, that's literally what it is. That's like literally these 3. This one is what it is. 7 through 1 is literally what it is. You could not really tell me otherwise apart from this. MZ and UV4. You can do this and I wouldn't be mad. But low-key, this is what I'm sitting at. And I'll explain why, but most people are going to have it like this. Goresh agrees with me. So low-key, even if you guys say it's complete dog shit just because of this, it's not. There's a major person who agrees with me on this. So low-key, go fuck yourself. I'm kidding. But still, go fuck yourself. But 7 is cooler, and 7, I low-key would have put him like 6 or 5 before CMZ and MZ dropped, but after CMZ does direct counters cooler. You really can't do much against his strike locks. Once he strikes, he locks in, and CMG just bitches him just like that. So he dropped down in value for that because he's not going to be able to utilize that right away with his burst damage. So it's harder to get burst damage with cooler now. And it was already kind of situational for him to be locking in the character that he actually wanted to lock in. And so for that reason, I feel like he dropped down for me. I low-key thought he was 6 or 5 before CMZ and MZ dropped, but it's not like that no more. And then low-key, 6 for Frieza is arguable as well. I think that if you were wanting to, you could do this. There's a world where, like, if this is what it was, that's fine. There's also a world where this is fine too, where you just completely drop him down and you put the 2 ultras above. That's also a world where I would be okay with that. But for me and me alone, it's this. For right now. But there's a world where you can argue these, and I would be like, yeah, that's completely fine, bro. But there is a staple here, which is top 3 for me, and actually staple for top 4. But there's a world where you guys could argue the Ultra's above Android 13, and you guys would just have to bring up incredibly valid points for me to be able to do this. But right now, I want to staple top 4. Android 13, UV4, MZ, and CMZ. Top 4, I don't think is ever going to be changed for me. You could situationally do like top 6 and like move them around. You could do top 5 and move them around. Top 4, there's no way you're moving any of these characters below 4. There's no way you're moving any of these below 4. CMZ and UV4, there's no way you're bringing them down top 3. There's no way. UV4 and CMZ have to be top 3 on your list for it to make sense. That's just how it is. All right, and then for MZ, if he's anywhere lower than 4, you're just a fucking idiot. Like if MZ is lower than top 4, you're just a fucking idiot. So honestly, this tier list is fine to me. I think this is one of the best tier lists I've ever made. Frieza, you guys are probably saying, dude, why is he not higher? Well, so here's the thing. MZ can just ignore his shit. MZ is tanking Death Beam, and it's just Frieza is progressively getting more and more power crept. Namek Goku actually saw a little bit of a resurgence because of CMZ. With the Namek Goku can still ignore the like the pseudo like lock-in counter. Namek Goku can still ignore that by pressing main ability and ulting, and boom, since CMZ's locked in, you can just get rid of his gauge like that. Like it's just gone. So now you have the ability to rush CMZ and whoever the fuck you want on the team that you're running with MZ and CMZ. So Namek Goku, even though he's getting countered, you can still continue the combo by just getting rid of CMZ's gauge off rip. So it's just as long as you play it right, Namek Goku can still have so much value against CMZ. It's crazy. So it's like it's just that for that reason alone, I have Namek Goku above Frieza. Frieza is getting absolutely wrecked by MZ and CMZ and UV4. This man cannot tank anymore. He used to be able to. He's not doing that no more. Top 3 is just absolutely shredding through Frieza. And arguably, Namek Goku can do the same thing. And SSJ3 Goku. But what I'm saying is these guys are more consistent in it. These guys can just strike card and blast card. Gone. This guy, you kind of have to build him up a little bit. CMZ, you have to build up, but he can already do insane damage just because of element factor advantage against Frieza. So he can already do that. But for him, the gauge is really what gives him the burst damage that gives him the insane amounts of damage, you know? So it's like, it's just crazy. And 4 for Android 13, it's just a support for these two. This guy makes these guys even better than they already are. Alone, they're top 1 and 2 for me, but this guy just makes them even better, so he sees value in that. Powerful opponent team. You just put Android 13, MZ, and CMZ, and that's the best team in the game. This is literally the best team in the game right here. bench is really what would make this team the best. If you know how to build teams right, you're going to be building the best team in the game just from this. And then UV4 kind of just solos by himself on the GT team. And that is where I say, that's where I say that, that's why these two are number 1 and 2 in the game right now. UV4 is expected to do everything by himself, which he can in some situations, but these guys are more consistent in it because these guys can work together to be. They literally are yin and yang. They make each other a better character. So like MZ, there's times where MZ is carrying CMZ and looking better than him. UV4 is the only one on his team who's like absolutely insane. I mean, look at where I have these guys. And you have all these other characters that are just kind of arguably better than them. While MZ and CMZ are together on one of the best teams, if not the best team in the game, and they can just do everything just by these two, while UV4 is having to do everything by himself. Unless if you leader slot him with these two, which there's a world where you guys could do that, but UV4 excels in blast damage. So like you really don't want to do this. So it's like UV4 is just kind of like, if he had a better team, he would be like literally up here for me. He doesn't have a better team. These two are on the best team in the game, hence why MZ is number 2, because they're on the best team in the game and MZ does his job well, even in some situations looking better than the top 1 ultra. That's my argument here. And UV4, even though he's a bitch to deal with, he's immune to like literally everything when he's auto comboing. He has nullifying combo breaking actions, which arguably UV4 can counter CMZ for that, which I get, but it's not happening all the time. There's going to be times where UV4 can't do anything with these two because of the disrupt that MZ is giving all the time, sealing rush, sealing main ability, destroying 2 cards. Like UV4 is having some issues with MZ right now, especially. CMZ's there too, stopping him from ulting, but UV4 can kind of ignore that because of the combo breaking nullifying actions, which I get. That's not happening all the time. That's not always consistent. And that's my point. And that's my point with that. All right. And so this is my tier list. And that's my thing. There's some haters out there of Android 13. I just say he's a support role, and they stayed with the new philosophy on that. He does what he's doing. He's giving support, and he does it well. First time you hit him, he's destroying the entire enemy hand and reducing your ki by 100. This man can stop a combo guaranteed just by getting hit once. So it's like he's doing some stuff for MZ and CMZ that they want. He's just kind of beefing them up and making them look even better than they already are. So it's like, where's 14 and 15? Dog. 14 and 15 is going to be an honorable mention, but like low key, if you want me to put 14 and 15, I'll show you where they're going to be. Like they would be here. Like there's no way you're putting them above Kefla or SFV. Wait, SFV, what the fuck? SV, Super Vegito. There's no way you're putting them above USV or Kefla. Like they're just here. They're just kind of existing. They're kind of just a okay sparking unit. There's no way that you're putting them top 10. That's just how it is. This is my list, and I'll review it. So somebody had asked me to put them somewhere, and so like they're here. Like there's no way you're putting them above these two or any of these characters. They're just a okay sparking unit, like almost every other banner is. Apart from Frost, we don't talk about that. That guy was dog shit. Anyway, so we got Android 14 and 15, top 13. So like 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've explained everything. Yeah, I mean, if you guys agree, make sure you guys leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you guys disagree, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe on the channel, and then leave a comment telling me why I'm wrong and give me some valid points, and I'll debate you on them in an upcoming video. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys drop a comment if you guys do disagree with this. I'm loving to hear what your guys' hot takes are compared to mine. And yeah, that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, guys, we did it. So we're gonna transfer over to a legend stream. So I'm just gonna end this one, and we're gonna go into a legend stream. I'll put it on that. And so, well, I'll see you guys there. Peace out, bitches.